intelligent, relevant, incredible, edible soul food to hold you. No preacher, reverend, the speech my preference. Just speak from lessons on my life. I spotted like a leap of leopards, world on fire, on guard. One nation under a pariah, miser. Time to make wiser moves. The wider truth, we should better guide the tribal youth. What we supposed to tell these babies when their ignorance is bliss? The government broke the covenant, mad divisive. Hack devices, high prices, healthcare crisis, it's all disgusting. Gangsta how they ball busting. Spains and Pete with the who's. Check them on YouTube. Watch the pod discuss it. Informal pod. Spains and Pete with the who's. Check them on YouTube. Watch the pod discuss it. Informal pod. Spains and Pete with the who's. Check them on YouTube. Watch the pod discuss it.
All right. Welcome. Y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Big PJR.
Spain like the country.
And this is the Informal
Podcast. You see it.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing changed. Different day, same vibes.
Come on.
Like we said, make sure y'all tap in everywhere y'all can listen to podcasts at to THEE Informal Podcast everywhere. That's YouTube. Go check us out on our Patreon app as well for all behind the scenes exclusive content as well.
IndieTube.
Yes, definitely check us out on IndieTube.com. Dope platform, just like YouTube. So if you got content, go over there, upload yours over there as well. Also, make sure you catch us every Saturday on Culture Mix Radio at 1 p.m. on what? K101.2 Pop
Richmond, that's right.
Every Saturday at 1 o'clock, come join the conversation. Like we said, you never know who pulling up to the block.
Yeah.
And hanging out with us. So, like we always say, Spain, right? You could have been anywhere in the world. But
anywhere, but you here with us.
With us, man. So we appreciate that. As y'all can see, we got a special guest in the building. She over here giggling the whole intro. But yes, we have a special guest in the building because we're closing out Women's History Month. And we would only...
Oh, this is perfect.
I know. It's perfect, bro.
Well planned, bro.
Strategy. Right? And like we like to do here, we know there's been a lot of amazing women that have created history over time, but we like to highlight the women who are also currently creating history in real time.
Big fact.
And we have the pleasure of having on the co-host of The Stoop, which is a family show.
That's right.
From the Culture Mix family. So make sure y'all check them out every Saturday at noon, right before us.
That's right.
They come on, talk about good food, good conversations, and it's just a great vibe. So definitely come up to The Stoop and see what they got going on. Also, she's an author.
Yes.
She just released her first coloring book, which we have here. We'll get into all that later. And she's also a dynamic pastry chef here in the Richmond area.
Dynamic.
Because you just couldn't testimony. Yeah. So in case y'all don't know who we talk about, we're talking about Chef Verde, a.k.a. Nashay Bowser. How you doing today? Because you are
government.
I'm good. I'm good.
How you
I'm
doing
happy
today?
to be here. I'm great. How are you guys?
We doing good. We're
doing better.
Good. Thank you for finally coming. Yeah. It's been a long week, like we like to say. But we glad you came through and sat down on the conversation.
Thank you for the invite, finally.
Of course. I think it was due time. I think it was the right time.
Perfect time.
Like Spain like to say, it's on
God's time. Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect time.
Everything is aligned, and this is the perfect time. And why not close out Women History Month with a woman on our station that's making some dope strides out here. So
thank you.
Before we dive into all of your great accomplishments and awards, if somebody was looking and was like, well, who is that? Tell them who. Chef Verde. Yeah, I know. I know. I did not prep her.
No, at all. I'm a pastry chef. I'm the head baker at Coco and Hazel.
Okay.
Like you said, an author of a coloring book, and this is just the first one to start.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Jersey.
Okay.
Yes, I am a Jersey girl.
So
And
you're
South
Jersey.
Jersey, though, not like Atlantic City kind of Jersey, not North Jersey, like the suburbs of South Jersey.
Yeah. Okay. So what brought you to Richmond?
Trouble.
It's all good. Hey, look, we all have a past.
I needed
That's how it
a life change.
Okay.
I graduated high school and I went to Johnson & Wales for a little bit. Was wilding out, and my mom was like, "Yeah, come on home."
Okay. So your mom is
She's here.
from here. Okay.
Well, no, she's not from here, but she moved here.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
she was like, "Yeah, you need to come and sit down somewhere." And
Sounds like a mom.
Sound like wise words.
What
from
age?
mom.
What age group was this? What age were you?
Oh, what is
Around
it?
the time?
Graduated in 05, so maybe like 2009, 2010.
Okay.
I came
Okay.
to Virginia.
Okay, so you've been in Virginia under 20.
Yeah, under 20 years, but long enough.
Okay, got you.
Long
got you.
enough.
Oh yeah. I definitely hear that. I hear that. So when you came here, what was the transition like? Because Jersey and Virginia,
Are not the
Richmond,
same.
Virginia,
Right.
is completely different.
I was bored. And that's how I actually got into baking, because I went to vocational high school, and I graduated as an entry-level chef, so I've always been into the kitchen. That's been my jam.
Okay.
But I was bored, and I just started making stuff at home. And I would wake my mom up like, "You brought me here. You got to taste
Try
this
this.
now." Right?
Hold on. So you got into baking by accident.
I'm not going to say it's by accident. I mean, it might have looked like an accident. It sounds like an accident, but this was my
Purpose.
calling the whole time. This was my calling.
So with that, before we dive into how you got here, right? Was there any upbringing, like mother, grandmother, where you was around that essence that you knew naturally that you had a passion?
We always
for
cooked.
being in the kitchen.
Yeah, so we always cooked. It was every function. It's like, well, what's on the menu? What are we cooking? And who's bringing what? Because if somebody is bringing the mac and cheese and it's not good, we will let you know.
Right.
We
gotta
will
make
let you
sure
know.
it's
Like,
posted.
you can't
Right, right.
just
Who
bring
bringing the mac?
anybody can't bring just anything. You
Right,
know
right.
what I mean?
Facts.
And my grandmother always cooked for an army, even if it was just like 6 of us. And that still is in me.
So you've been around it
Always.
your entire life.
Always.
Wow.
Yeah.
But specifically pastry.
Pastry.
Yeah.
That's the
Pastry is,
part.
yeah.
Because cooking is one thing.
Yeah.
Burning, as they say, is one thing. But we don't burn in baking.
No, we brown. We
We
brown.
brown.
Okay.
But so it actually happened. I moved here and I was working for a lady that did. She mass produced brownies.
Okay.
And a bunch of different flavor of brownies. And I went home and I'm like, I would take the edges home because they were good.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, you got to make some of these. So I'm like, all right. So I did a little reverse engineering. And to me, it was just playing. Finding a way to not be bored and also not get back into the same trouble that I was getting into before. And then it started with cakes. And the first cake that I made was so ugly. And so
Right. See?
it was this girl, Ecstasy was her graduation birthday cake.
Okay.
And my butter pecan cake was the thing that everybody was going wild for at the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I did it, and then I wrote on it, congrats, Ecstasy. The lines were going this way, Ecstasy was going this way. It was like a 3-year-old had wrote it, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody paid me for this. Like,
Hold on, wait.
But was it good?
it was good.
It was
So
good.
they're paying for the flavor.
That's the important thing.
Okay.
That's what I would say. Because ultimately, you'll get to keep the money if it tastes good.
Yeah, and
Right.
in my early days, I think that's why I did get paid, because
got
it
the
tastes.
pass.
Yeah,
But I
like.
ain't worried about the picture. Man, they can't take a picture.
Yeah,
of it,
no,
but
we're here to eat the cake. So just go ahead and cut it and serve it. Don't nobody look at
Pass
it.
it out like that.
Right.
What the cake look? Hold on, I'm gonna just bring you a
Yeah,
slice.
just, I'll cut it. I got it.
So this was all before diving back into school. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely go
Yeah.
there. So you were already talented enough to make it taste good.
Yeah.
You just needed the other components to complete.
I feel like
package.
because the cooking is in my blood, it's in my DNA to make good food, whether
Right,
it's baking or culinary, you know, savory things. But yeah, no, just the ugly cakes was how I started.
How you started.
And I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm gonna post them again too, because I did a wedding cake for a photo shoot. That thing was leaning. The flowers were supposed to be purple. They had white all around them. It was.
But the beautiful part that we love about that, and this is why we highlight the journey before we get to where people think, oh, they just jumped out
Yeah.
greatness, right? It's the process.
Yeah.
Right? Like Spain can attest, because some of his first sweatsuit, Spain wouldn't wear them. And he gets mad if he see me in them. He's like, bro, come on, man.
Don't
Like,
take that
yeah,
off.
literally. He's like, hey, bro, come on, man. So now, if I'm out, I don't take pictures in those old drawers. Like, right, I might wear them when I run into the store, but because he created it and he has watched the progress.
Yeah, that's just the mind of a creator, anyway. Yeah,
and it's like, oh my God, don't embarrass me like that. Don't. Why do you still have that?
Yeah,
It's like, don't do that. That's not right.
I told him, man, I'm gonna rep to the letters fall off. Once the letters fall off, then they won't be more.
Right. That don't happen no more now. Just FYI.
The letters don't fall
Don't
off.
fall off no more.
I know y'all done seen this one a few times.
Facts. Big facts.
Quality here.
But yeah. So
Yeah, and so I love that because it's gonna really align with the rest of your story as
Yeah.
we dive down the journey. So before we go into the school and how you really got into college, what was that feeling like when you first got your first paid cake?
Oh, I made it. Ooh. Like, oh, I'm doing things.
Because you know,
I made it.
every business person, we have an idea.
Right.
And then that first time, I know Spain. I know when I got the first client, I was like, oh, you gonna pay me for this? Word?
But the thing with that is, like, getting my first dollar was cool, but knowing now, and despite how it looked, I was still undercutting myself. I was just happy to have an order.
right.
I was happy to have an order. So, and that's how it went for years. Like, I'm just happy to be here was my thing. Like, happy you reached out, underpricing myself, undercutting myself, not making no money for real, burning myself out. But then I learned.
Right.
Then
And that's what it's all about. It's a learning. You gotta fall before you fly.
Those price points.
Right.
I think we all in business learn what the value of our skills is, right? Because like you said, at first, when I first started valeting, Spain will tell you. And matter of fact, I don't even know if he remember these days because he came along when it was a little bit moving. Now I was standing out there for 4 hours for $50 and parking cars.
I think my first cake I sold for $25. Like,
And people was like, what, you out here all night? And I be like,
Yeah.
but look at what we're trying to build.
Yeah.
Right.
And then now when we look back, and I may get $250 for a 4-hour drive, and I'm in a nice car and a Rolls Royce or something, I'm like, look at how we have grown, right? From standing outside in the cold for $50 to park 2 or 3 cars.
That's evolution, bro. There's evolution and growing, and your brand. You have more value on your brand.
Yeah.
Like I was giving away shirts.
but I think
know?
with confidence and value kind of go hand in hand. Because you can know your value and still not have the confidence to tell somebody what your price is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
I think we have all been there.
Big facts.
Because we learning that right now.
Big facts.
Price about to go up. But look, man, that's a perfect way to start the first segment. And I can't wait to jump into the second one because I want to dive more into the journey of when you really knew this was your passion and your calling.
Okay.
Because you went back to school. You reinvested in yourself.
I did.
So that's where we going when we come back with the Informal Podcast. You got Big PJR.
Spain like the country.
And you know who it is. Be right back. All right, y'all. Welcome back. You know who it is. You got Big PJR.
Spain like the country.
And this is
The Informal
Y'all
Podcast.
crack me up every time.
I know. Everybody enjoys
You can't help
it.
but to laugh.
It's all good.
Right.
It's all good.
It's our jingle.
Yeah, that's how you know it's us.
That's right.
Like our brother Mike Street said, right? It's
Right.
Shout out to Mike Street as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back with Chef Verde from the Stoop.
Yes.
So thank you for sitting down with us. So where we left off at, she talked about when she first got into it, her passion, when she realized it's something she likes to do, and then she started getting paid. So what was the point when you said, because I know we all start out as a hustle.
Yeah.
Then it's like, nah, I think I can really do this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got something.
Right?
I
Like,
got something.
what was the thought process of the next transition to say, you know what, I'm gonna make this a legal business, which I'm sure you got your LLC.
I do.
And then I need to go back to school and maybe learn something. Oh, what was that process like?
So I started with the brownies, the ugly cakes, and I realized like I was still working like call center jobs and things like that. But in those jobs, I would still be taking side orders. Or I would just be doing stuff at home to see if I could do it. I would look up something on Google or YouTube, and it's like, let me try it.
Yeah.
Let me try it. I played with flavors. I played with different frostings. I played with breads and biscuits and just everything that I could think of. I played with, and then I ran out of my own money. It started to
That's
get
when you stop
expensive.
playing.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, of course, I had to raise my prices with that, but I was getting better, so it only made sense to charge people more.
Right.
Quality.
But when I stopped when I graduated YouTube University, is when I was like, I need to go to school and learn from people that do this, that have done this, and I need to touch it. Like, the videos are cool, but it's not giving me everything that I need. I need to go in and touch things.
So what was the difference between, like we say, and this is why and it's funny you touched on this because our last guest, Miss Lori Brown, talked about the same thing. There's a difference between watching a video on YouTube and actually getting professional training.
Right.
Because on YouTube is somebody like me that's just further along in their journey. They didn't necessarily go to school. They're self-taught. They got a camera and a good light. And they're showing me what to do.
And they have personality.
Yeah,
So it's
but
coming
at some
across.
point, like, all the videos are the same now. And I can look up something. It's like paid subscription. Like, I'm not paying.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not paying because then I got to pay you. I got to go buy these ingredients. I got to mess this up 12 times
Yes.
before
Before
I
it
get
looks
it
like
right.
yours.
Yeah, and I done spent $7,500 on just trying
Right.
stuff.
And
like,
that money could have
nothing.
went to class in school.
And that's exactly what happened. It was like, COVID hit, and I had that. COVID was rough for a lot of people. For me, it was my money making season. But that's when I realized I'm out of things to try. So I went to school.
So you went to school in COVID.
Right, yeah. Towards the end of COVID, I did.
And see, this is why I love these stories, right? Because this is what we created this baby in COVID.
Right.
We've talked to a lot of people that COVID, that downtime, unlocked
Yeah.
who we have the potential to actually be.
For me, people were still celebrating, whether it was birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, holidays,
Birthdays,
divorce,
whatever.
like everything. And it was like, and it's like, they don't want to go to the grocery store because everything is sky high now. And it was like, let me find somebody local. And I was pushing my things, and my social media was popping then. And I stayed busy. I had a couple orders every week.
Nice.
So yeah, and I made good money. I haven't gone, well, now that I'm back in work because I'm doing what I want to do.
Yes.
But I didn't go back to work after COVID because for what? My baking was paying my bills.
And it makes sense because we actually had somebody else that started a juice business in COVID. And that's what created her whole empire, right? Is from the healthy options.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, people couldn't get out. People didn't want to go places. And then people are looking for healthier options because we see what was happening with COVID. And, of course, in that climate, all we saw online was either get vaccinated or change your diet.
Yeah, no, I was still outside
Facts.
with a mask on. I was. I started school with a mask on. Like, didn't know what nobody looked like because we all had masks.
Right.
We're all dressed the same, and it's just like my name, and it's like, okay.
So at this point, when you're in school,
Crazy time.
yeah,
Right.
right. So at this point, when you've started school, have the business already been established?
The business had already been established.
So the business was already been established.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
was still doing
Of course.
side jobs or whatever while I was in school, and I started going to school part-time.
Okay.
And then I sat down with the head chef, can't remember, well, Chef Miller. And I was like, hey, how long realistically is it going to take me? And he was like, 3 years. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not waiting 3 years. I don't have that type of
Gotta
time.
be a faster
How can I
program.
do this in 18 months? So I went full-time. I went full-time, internships, working, like, and I only worked where my internships were because I needed the 2-for-1 thing. But just doing that got me experience. I worked at where RVA Cafe is now. It used to be called Manchester's Table.
Okay.
The head chef there, Janet Gwen Bennett, she was a scientist before she was a chef.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's my OG.
I've never heard of that transition.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, bro, you'd be
Scientists,
surprised.
But
how
baking
much-
is science.
Yes.
it's science. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I'll never forget the first time I worked with her. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work out because I don't like the way she's talking to me. But I had to remember, like, you're coming into her establishment.
Coming in her world.
Yeah, brand new. You don't necessarily know the things, and you messing up. So, yeah. But that's, like, I can reach out and touch her whenever I need to now.
Nice.
I did the Jefferson for a little bit. I've done catering. Not fun.
Okay, so what I want you to touch on is what was some of the differences that you picked up on from YouTube University to actually physically being in a class, and some things you was like, oh, I'm glad.
The why. I'm a why person. I have to know the reason why behind everything. So if you tell me that my butter needs to be cold for something, I need to know why. What is the science behind it? I need to know the definitions of things and why, like, again, why does my dough have to sit for 3 hours before I can do anything? Who has that type of time?
Right.
What am I doing in between these 3 hours? Because somebody on YouTube is just flashing and coming back and their dough is, and it's like, no, mine didn't do that in 3 minutes.
I didn't just walk out and come back.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Well, let's take it out the oven now.
All right,
skip the whole day, brother.
Magic.
Hold on, man. You skipped 3 hours in this process.
And then also going back, YouTube University couldn't push me like my professors could. I had some dope professors.
Nice.
I cried, and they're like, "There's no crying in a walk-in," and it's like, I know. But those are the things, like, they were just unlocking what they saw in me that I neglected to see because I felt like I wasn't good enough or I wasn't there yet. But let them tell that I was one of the most creative students that has come out of Reynolds.
I definitely see it in just the work.
Thank you.
We just had Spain's 50th. Shout out my man Spain. Big 5-0.
Type shit.
And them cupcakes?
Whoa.
Spain, you want to talk about the creativity,
yes.
and the quality of the cupcake?
No, because I was waiting for this day.
Yeah. Because,
look, bro, I just want to say I got up that morning, Sunday morning, and that was the first thing I ate, bro. But here's the kicker. Like, I love cupcakes. I love sweets, right? But I guess you would call it the body of the cupcake, like the vanilla or whatever. I'm like, when I eat those, it got to be like really moist and melt in my mouth, or really baked really good. This was like both. And I started there. And I'm a chocolate person. But I started with the body of the cupcake. I'm like eating it. I can eat the body, bro.
You didn't even start at the top.
The chocolate was in like an additional thing. Like,
Really?
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And then this is the other part. And my wife, if you see this, you saw how many cupcakes we left with. I woke up, I probably had maybe one more cupcake out of that box.
We saw Val's text.
One more cupcake. But yeah, so that's my question for you now. Coming from where you came from, as far as the product, as far as the finished product, how do you feel like you stepped it up? How do you feel like, compared to then, how do you feel like it is now?
I've always been like, I don't know if I can say it's a presentation whore, right? Yeah. So I have to like it, especially if I see it in my head, it has to translate through my hands onto my canvas. And my canvas is a cake, a cupcake, or whatever it is. So I'll stay up hours practicing. I'll not waste, but I'll make 2 batches of buttercream just to pipe out some roses. Right. Like that little rosette, it took me forever to practice that, but I got it. Like, I can do it with my eyes closed now.
Bless you.
And that's why I just wanted to bring up that piece, because this is not something that you're not currently doing. This is something that you do
every day. I love it. Like, I can't imagine doing anything else. I sold cars before. I've sold cell phones. I've worked in call centers. I've sold insurance, and none of that gives me pleasure the way being in the kitchen does. Or being in the kitchen is cool, but baking does. Baking. Yeah. It's something about going through the whole process, pulling my ingredients and mixing everything together and watching it come together. I'll sit in front of the oven sometimes and watch stuff bake because I like it. I like to watch that process.
So the question that I kind of have is, when did you know it was baking versus culinary? And I know you do both extremely well. But how did you know that this is the lane that I want to run in?
When I was whistling while I was baking, I would whistle. And like if I have an attitude, if I'm done being outside with people, if I don't have the capacity, if I'm just completely just socially burnt out,
Right.
I can go in the kitchen, turn the music on, and bake something without having to go to the store. Something in here like will come out of the oven and it'll be beautiful and delicious. And then I'll feel better. I don't even have to eat it. Like I just want to make it.
That's crazy you said that, because I was thinking, because cooks and chefs and people who cook or whatever, they always, and I tell my wife this all the time. I'll ask her, I was like, she'll say, well, how is it? And I was like, you didn't eat it? You didn't taste it?
No. No.
Why is that? Why?
So we taste as
what
we
is
go.
that about? Yeah.
If it's cooking, we taste as we go.
Uh-huh.
But with the baking, I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I don't taste a lot of the things that I bake until I've done it however many times. And even then, it's like I just need a little bite of it just to make sure that the flavors that I taste in my head is what's coming through this bake. Like those honey pistachio cupcakes. I just had one recently. And those have been a big hit these past couple months. But I'm just now realizing what it tastes like. But I can look at a formula and figure out, like this. I don't measure vanilla. Who does that? I don't do that. I don't measure salt. I don't measure salt because I just feel like my ancestors got me.
I like that.
They
I like that. And that's why I wanted to ask, right? Because we've seen so many people that dive into the culinary space, right? Meats, fish, vegetables, whatever. But, you know, we've had conversations. I really feel like there's a void of quality pastry and baking chefs.
Because it requires patience. And patience, honestly, that's the reason why I have some patience now. Because I had none before. Like, in the kitchen, everything is so fast-paced. You're sweating, you're yelling.
Yeah. Oh,
fire,
no, trust me.
flames,
I've been around
everything's
enough
hot.
restaurants where I see all the yelling in the back. I'm
But
like, I'm good on
baking?
this side.
Baking, I can put on my jazz music. And I don't have to move slow, but I can pace myself. And this is my world. Because 9 times out of 10 in most restaurants, it's one pastry chef, one assistant, and that's it. This is our world. We control it. Don't you cross that line.
Don't you rush us.
No, because I'll throw something.
Don't rush us to criticism. Right?
Wow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. So before we go to break, I got one more question.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing to bake?
Ooh, wee.
Like, what is that signature? We know what it's becoming, but what is that thing that, like I said, it's your go-to?
I guess it depends on like where I am in my life and my mood at that time. Like at one point it was brownies. Loved doing brownies. And then it was decorating cakes. It didn't matter the flavor of the cake. I love to do custom color frosting. Right now I'm kind of back in my cupcake bag. I've been playing with bread, so maybe that'll be something that like but it changes. It depends on how I feel. As long as I'm baking.
It just goes with the mood. I guess.
Yeah, like sometimes I just want to eat bread every day. Sometimes I want chocolate chip cookies every day. And I like to test different ways, like a thin chocolate chip cookie, mini chocolate chip cookies. My favorite is a thick chocolate chip cookie that's soft in the middle, kind of brown on the outside, a little sprinkle of salt.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Do
Shout
we
out to
have
Steve-O.
any on set?
Shout out to
No,
Steve-O.
and you know what? I was like, dang, I should
We
have.
had one on Steve-O's set, man,
baked
but we
something.
had one on Steve.
Oh yeah, that was delicious.
That's my
cookies.
chocolate chip cookies.
But the first cookies I got from you,
The coffee
yeah.
cake cookies.
oh my god, bro!
The one you chased the damn for.
We met at the Wawa.
Spain said, we want
Man, nobody got none of them
I was
cookies.
gonna say, I don't think Val got
No,
any of those cookies.
no.
Hey, look, I know how that goes. Hey, look, man, this has been an amazing conversation, man. And when we come back on part 3, we're going to dive into what Verde has going on now.
Okay.
We're going to dive into this
My
process
color mug.
of creating this amazing like this amazing coloring book, right? So we're gonna dive in as soon as we get back from break. She got Big PJR.
Spain like the country.
You know who it is. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Informal Podcast. What you got, Big PJR?
Spain like the country.
We're in the building with our special guest, Chef Verde.
Chefing it up, baby.
Yeah, man. We're getting all the inside sweets. We might have her back again.
I'll bring something next time. A whole
and we'll do a
platter. We'll do a tasting.
We'll do a tasting.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We'll bring Val up in here. We'll,
whole
yeah,
tasting.
let's make
we'll
the
get her in
time.
front of the camera.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we'll have a good time. We'll pour something up and
Yeah, that sounds.
like that.
ooh,
That's
a
great.
dessert tasting with some wine or something. Sit back.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Like what me and
Mm-hmm.
Anita did, the
Yeah,
wine
you
and
just do
dessert
it.
pairing.
Yep. All right, so we back with our man. We got so many ideas to do here. Also, if you need a space too, feel free to reach out to us here at Culture Mix Studio. We got 2 floors, so if you ever need to book something, book an event, host your podcast, tap in with the family here.
That's right.
But we back with Chef Verde and
Yes.
her amazing book. So
Yes.
this book is called Baking for Black Girls.
Yes.
Right, a coloring book of sweet affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So first and foremost, what was the idea behind creating this?
I don't feel like there's enough or I didn't feel. I mean, I still don't feel like it.
Yes,
There's
sir.
not enough representation of Black girls, or kids in general in coloring books. It's always the straight hair,
Right.
or it's always. It's not us, is
No.
what I'm gonna say. Like, it's not us.
Because this is why I wanted to talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I do feel like we are underrepresented
Absolutely.
in certain spaces, and even with coloring books, right? They typically make the hair straight or whatever, and it's not curly.
And even if it is curly, it's not our texture curly. And we have a multitude of textures of hair.
Yeah.
And we deserve that representation too.
Yeah. And so why was it important to make sure you put positive affirmations in here? Because this book is full.
It's really me talking to myself. It's me
That's
talking
what
to
we wanna
myself
hear.
in the moments where I was feeling down, or I felt like I wasn't enough, or life was lifing, or I couldn't do something. Like,
Wow.
they might have been things that I've scrolled across, or somebody has said to me, or like I said, things I've said to myself, just something to get me going again, to make me feel like it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the concept of the book because most coloring books are typically they're kind of all over the place, right?
Yeah.
But this one is kind of focused on a concept.
I was very intentional with this.
What was the intention that you wanted people to get from this book when they pick it up, and because of course it's a coloring book we get.
Yeah.
But what was the other part of that feeling? Like
Some peace. Some peace. And love and representation. Like, this is something that I would have wanted as a little girl, or even in my teen years, or even in my troubled times when, certain lifestyles, I just needed something. This would have helped me get through it because it's showing me something that I actually like to do, that I'm
Right.
interested in. And it's just a scene that I can color and make my own. Like, and at the end of the day, it's almost like baking. Like, I'm creating this coloring page, and nobody else's is going to be like mine.
So keep in mind, this is not just for children.
No.
Adult friendly.
Yeah.
And a tool truly for healing adults.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Healing your inner child.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you mention that because we talk about that all the time about not losing that. Because I think we as adults, we grow up, I know we got life, we got bills, we got all these things we want to do. But what keeps us young is still that childhood in
Yes.
us, right?
Yeah.
It's still being able to sit down and color,
Yeah.
right? Being able to create your clothing brand, right? Like still being able to be that little child that's in you, whether it's get on camera, take pictures, right? Draw, right? When it's artistry, cooking,
Yeah.
right? It allows us to keep the creativity that we had as children.
Yeah.
And I love it because again, it represents us. Now, have you received any backlash because it's a black only?
I wish I would.
But,
Like,
okay,
I don't
okay.
care if I did. If you don't like it, it's not for you.
And that's the part that I
Like,
wanted
I
you to
do
say.
not care.
No, but see, that's the part I wanted you to say because I hate when people make that comment sometimes. Well, it's not. It's a
Why is it only for
1,000
black girls? Because y'all have a million coloring books already.
Exactly. So go somewhere
Right.
else and get another
Don't
book.
ask
This
me
Big
no
fact.
questions about my coloring book.
But this isn't for you, and it's okay.
Yeah,
Everything is not for everybody.
1,000%. There is one coming for the boys.
Nice.
It is one coming for
Okay.
the boys because black boys don't get enough representation in the
See?
baking world either.
Same thing.
I have 2 nephews, and I want to give them something to color. This is for my niece when she gets here, but my nephews, they need a little something Auntie Shay made.
Now, what was the? Now we don't want to give away the sauce.
Okay.
Because we want people to come to you if they want to get a coloring book, right? That's what we want to do. But what? How long was the process? Right, because this isn't a like I
Right.
said. This isn't.
That was
something
literally
that-
my next question.
This
process.
This isn't something you threw in Chat GPT and said, "Create me a coloring book." Right?
No.
You
No,
can
no.
you can tell each page was intentionally created, and it's over 30 pages.
Yes.
In this book.
That was important to me too, because I did my research first, and I'm looking on Amazon, and there's a lot of coloring books that are like maybe 10, 12, 15, 20 pages, and it's like, that's not enough.
No, it's typical. The average
Right.
coloring
It's
book is
not enough
18,
for me.
13 to 18 pages is what I need.
What was your question? I'm still talking about.
No, what was the process, right?
The process,
what was,
okay.
How long did it take? Creating this, because you can tell you put intention each page.
So I started it maybe the end of last year. It started out as me just putting all the ideas together, getting the images together. What image do I want with what affirmation? Does it make sense? Like, but then the snowstorm that we had earlier this year, I was like, let me go ahead and pull the trigger. Let me go ahead and finish it. Black History Month is coming, and I want this for us at the time.
Oh, so you dropped this in Black History Month?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, so she's been in circulation for a little over a month now.
Nice.
So tell these people where they can go get their copy.
You can go on Amazon and look up Bacon for Black Girls. It's the only one that's going to pop up. I promise you that. Or you can come to me directly and go to my DMs at What You Making Chef Verde or Eat Snacks. And let me know you want one. We can make it happen. They're $10. So it's
it.
not a
There
crazy
you go.
price. It's not a
$9.99.
crazy price at all.
At all.
And if you want me to sign it, I'll sign it for you too.
Oh, and that was kind of my next question. Are you planning on doing like an actual physical book
That'd be
signing
dope.
or pop up?
Right.
I
Or-
am.
Because I can see you ordered 100 of those and they gone
I
at
am.
the table.
Easy.
I do want to do a book signing, but just like the book, I want that to be intentional. I was thinking about doing it in the month of April. That's my birthday month, and I feel like that would kind of be perfect because it's celebrating me, you know what I mean? And I don't feel bad about celebrating myself.
And we can do it at the studio.
I've got a lot to celebrate, you know what I mean? So yeah, the logistics on that will be worked out. But yeah, April, I got to find a weekend in April when I'm available to make this book signing happen.
So also I want to point out, and I know y'all looking through the lens see, it's a kind of a green thing going on, which is my favorite color also.
Come on, man.
But please explain the green, the
The
green,
green, the
Chef
Verde.
Verde.
Yes.
All right, so
Oh, Spain. Spain went deep with
Come
that
on,
one.
man.
I
So
like
that's
that.
a good question. It's a couple of things. A friend of mine gave me the name of Chef Verde because at one point in my life, I was the best in the game when it came to edibles. Nobody was making edibles better or stronger than mine. And not like,
Talk that talk.
not like,
Are you still in the game? I might need to place the order. All right. Go ahead.
And I was in the, doing the edibles and like big orders of them. And she was like, you should go by Chef Verde. I was like, I kind of like it.
It's out
And
of nowhere?
not- yeah. Well,
Wow.
she's Brazilian, so.
Oh.
And Verde is green. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I was
gotcha.
like, I like that. My hair was already green, and I was I said, you know what, I'm gonna keep that.
That's nice.
And it's been Chef Verde for a couple years. And then green represents life and money and luck, and I need all of those things. So green has become my favorite color.
I love green.
Yeah.
I love
See,
it.
you definitely adapted.
Thank you for wearing your green.
Hey, look,
Dope.
on God, go get. You can't get the green one no more, but you can get the black one though. I think you said the black ones, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Go to On God Motivation BigCartel.com. Shop today. You can get you one just like
Should have got it when it was out.
exclusives. These exclusives. Maybe if you hit Spain and put an extra bit on it, he might make it. I don't know. He might make it. So we've dived into the journey of how you got into your culinary space.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you over to the stoop and the talk show?
Oh, okay. So I was working somewhere where I was a pastry chef there. They did private dinners.
Okay.
And one of the dinners Chef Michelle came to. And she looked familiar. Like we had crossed paths before. Either that or like we were sisters, cousins, something in a past life, because this is crazy. But so we get to talking and she's like, why don't you come on my show? And I was like, okay. So I come, we do, we have a good time and we're talking. And then she's like, I've been looking for a co-host. I was like, me? It's like, I don't even like the sound of my voice. So you want me to be a co-host? Okay. And I told her, yeah, I would do it. And in May, I started coming on every week. And y'all gonna have to push me out the door now.
You stuck. You stuck.
I love Culture Mix Radio. I love the stoop. I love the group of people that are here. It's so much wisdom and so many personalities, but it works. Like we work well together. And I feel like this is also something that I needed. Like Chef Michelle needed me the same way I needed her, just in different ways. And we didn't know that at the time, but as time goes on, it's unfolding. And like, that's my best friend right now.
No, you have definitely came along and added your own flavor to the stoop. Shout out Chef Michelle and the family. But you also got another role in the family. The newsletter.
Come on.
Gosh, I do a lot.
Has many hats.
Well, we want to make
I
sure
do the
we tie all of the
newsletter.
bows together, right? What was that like to even think of that idea of coming up with a newsletter for the station?
So it wasn't my idea. It stemmed from Chef Michelle giving me my own segment on the stoop, calling it Tea Time with Chef Verde. And I was doing those from my journal entries and just adding, more to it. And then she, reached out. She was like, hey, I want you to do the newsletter. I was like, okay. And it kind of fit. Like, after I said okay, I sat down and I thought about it. And it makes sense. Like, my mom worked in newspapers my entire childhood. She was a circulation promotional manager for the Burlington County Times, where we grew up. And it's like, okay.
There you go.
Everything.
Yeah, I could do this.
Everything ties in.
All tied in. And the newsletter is becoming my baby. I enjoy that. It's helping me get to know everybody from the studio a little bit more. I like the challenge. And because it's not easy with my life, my world, everything going on. And I signed up to do this monthly. And she's like, well, we can do it bi-monthly. He's like, no, I want to do it every month. And it's going to be the first week of every month.
Yeah.
Like, I like to challenge myself. And having something different to write about every month, again, something that brings me pleasure.
And with all that being said, what's next for Chef Verde? Now, if it's some things we gotta
I can't talk about it right
and
now.
launch
What's
later?
next? Yeah, we're gonna
Right.
launch it later. But like I said, the coloring book, Bacon for Black Boys, is gonna come out. If you want to create a coloring book, holla at me. We can get that done.
if they want to book
Yeah.
book you for something or
You can book me for private dinners. I do infused dinners. Me and my team come to your house and we take over your kitchen. We feed you, we clean up, we have a good time, and then we leave. You can book me for catering events, small events. You let me know what you need. We'll talk about it. We work out all the details. I like to
cake
work
for your birthday or
Yeah.
Cupcakes.
all these weddings coming up.
Wedding
wedding
season is coming.
Yeah.
What
Graduation
else?
season.
Yeah, all the holidays are coming. Yeah. And then come see me at Coco and Hazel. I do the cake of the month there is, my baby. And then it's a different pastry every week that I am creating.
And what's your position over there?
I'm head baker at Coco and Hazel.
Say less.
Yes.
Right?
So when y'all see all those creations on the website and different things like that,
that's me.
that's coming from those fingertips.
It's in the Bible, the head, not the tail.
Yeah. That's right. So to all the people out there that's watching, if they want to follow you, tap in with you, get with you, where can they find you and how can they get in contact with Chef Verde?
You can find me on Instagram at What You Making Chef Verde. If you just type in Chef Verde, it's me, green hair, You can email me at chefverderva@gmail.com. Not giving out my phone number because that is crazy. But you can slide in my DMs. And
Crazy
we can
work.
talk business.
Respectfully. Respectfully.
You heard him.
Yeah.
I ain't
All right,
I'm
I'm done.
done. Started no stamp. Yes.
Yeah, that's where you can find me. Eat Snacks is SNXS is my other Instagram page where I have a lot more of my pastry content. My What You Making Chef Verde page is a little business and personal.
Yeah. Is there anything coming up that they need to be on the lookout for? You got any events, any cake tastings, any things that you're going to be at that they want to pop out and make sure if you don't book me, you can just come and get an experience?
Just keep a lookout for the book signing and tasting for April. Okay. But yeah, no, I be at work now.
Are y'all doing another the event you did with the other chef that we came to? What was the name of that?
Oh, so we do have some brunches coming up. We're looking at some dates in April. The vegan brunch.
Okay.
And that'll be held at Pauline's again. Yeah, it'll be held
Shout
at
out
Pauline's.
Pauline. Black-owned restaurant.
That's
but yeah,
right.
that's something that we're trying to hash out the details on. But
Nice.
the weather is warming up, season is breaking, and
So just make sure y'all follow her.
yeah.
Right.
Follow her. Follow Culture Mix Radio.
Yeah.
Follow Eat Snacks.
Listen
Right.
to the Stoop on Saturday
Right.
at noon.
At noon.
I
Yep.
talk some good stuff. My tea
Oh,
times are great.
The tea times are great. Like,
Yes.
if y'all think it's just food,
No.
that's why I quote the hashtag. It's good food and good conversation. It's a combination.
That's dope.
So, Chef Verde, we want to
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
Want
much.
you.
to sit down and join the conversation, as we
Yeah.
say.
I told him, I said, we don't even have a show with Chef yet. Why? Who does that? Where they do that at?
Perfect time. This will drop right before her birthday.
Boom.
Yes,
On
right
April
before my
2nd.
birthday.
So it's perfect.
Wish me a happy birthday, y'all.
Yes. So when y'all see this episode, just go to the page and flood it.
Yeah, blow it up,
with,
yeah.
with
That's
green
right.
balloons. Happy birthday
Fact.
under there for her. So again, we want to thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
to sit down with us. Y'all know who it is. It's your guy Big PJR.
Spain, like the country.
And y'all know where y'all can follow us everywhere at The Informal Podcast. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Have a peace one. We out.
Peace, kinfolk.
Informal podcast. My settlements hit with that intelligent, relevant, incredible, edible soul food to hold you. No preacher, reverend. To speech my preference. To speak from lessons all my life. I spotted like a leap of leopards. World on fire. Oh God. One nation under a pariah. Miser. Time to make wiser moves. The wider truth. We should better guide the tribal youth. What we supposed to tell these babies when their ignorance is bliss? The government broke the covenant. Mad divisive. Hack devices. High prices. Healthcare crisis. It's all disgusting. Gangsta how they ball busting. Spains and Pete with the who's. Check them on YouTube. Watch the pod discuss it. Informal pod. Spains and Pete with the who's. Check them on YouTube. Watch the pod discuss it. Informal pod. Spains and Pete with the who's. Check them on YouTube. Watch the pod discuss it.